Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me for your daily tarot reading. I always ask you to choose the stone that calls to you, the one that resonates with your intuition. And we will begin. All right, for those of you who chose the blue and gray stone, we have the Ten of Wands, we've got the King of Cups, and the Queen of Coins. All right. Well, there's great energy here. There's mature energy here with the Queen and the King. The King is the type who will ride out difficult circumstances. He may seem sort of calm and, hard to get his feathers ruffled. You know what I mean? He may have strong emotion, but he generally has the ability to just kind of ride it out. He controls it. He usually is insightful about emotion and compassionate. And the Queen of Coins she's the Earth Mother. She's got stability. She loves to provide for people. She loves to help people. She is definitely mature. She's very stabilizing. She's very stabilizing. So these two energies are here. They could be parts of your personality. They could be two different people in your life. But if you're part of a couple, and remember, gender is interchangeable. So this could actually be, a female. This could actually be a male. It doesn't matter. But if you're part of a couple, you've obviously got some maturity together. And maybe you complement each other well. Because we have the Earth Queen and we have the Water King. And Water and Earth can complement each other pretty well. They don't see things exactly the same way. So there's enough difference to keep things interesting. But they can complement each other pretty well. We have the this can also be friends too. I mean, it doesn't have to be a romantic couple. We have the Ten of Wands here. So there may be a lot going on for you right now. You may feel kind of overburdened. You may feel like you're keeping it all in the front of your mind because these are all very important things. So you don't want to forget any of them, or you don't want to let go of any of them. That's always so hard, I feel like. If you've got a lot in your life that is important to you, many priorities, and if you're somebody who gets a lot done, it's really tough sometimes to remember that you will not forget it. If you put down a lot of these priorities and only focus on one at a time, truly, you will not miss anything, and you will actually have better energy to get through your day because you're giving each thing in turn your undivided attention instead of your mind keeping on flitting back to, and I have to remember to do this, and this is important, or sometimes this is too a lot of things in your mind as you're trying to figure something out, and this guy is carrying it all at once, so it actually makes it harder for him to see, and it makes it tougher. So that can be a message too, that just because you're somebody who does, you have a lot of priorities, a lot of things are important to you, doesn't mean that you need to carry them all at once. Yeah, you can. I caught myself doing that this morning, trying to remember all the things I needed to do today. And then I realized I'm not going to forget what I have to do today. I can simply wait until this one's accomplished to figure out the next one. So sometimes it's like that, but great mature energy. You should feel good about what you have built, the abilities you have built, the maturity you have built. So sometimes that means you take care of more things, but you don't have to do it all at once. And for those of you who chose this bloodstone, we have the Empress, we have the Devil, and we have the Two of Coins. All right. Well, this is interesting. I like to see the Empress with the Devil. See, now the Devil comes up when we're bedeviled by something. There is something on our mind that just maybe keeps intruding on our thoughts, or maybe it goes round and round. There could be an excess in a certain behavior or pattern as well. A lot of times it's when we're worrying, or we're just trying to figure out something we can't figure out. Or maybe we're in a situation, we're tied to a situation we don't like. and it's really getting to us. It's driving us a little crazy. But that's the thing. The devil does keep the heat on. It stirs up the energy. It actually builds the tension so that we're ready for a change. Now, the Empress is telling me that Spirit is wanting to bring in a change for you. That's very good. You're pregnant with the possibility. A lot of times, see, now the devil coming into the Empress who might be in her 9th month of pregnancy, 9.5 months, just waiting and, really ready for the next thing, really ready. So that can be, these two should come together, really, shouldn't they? So there may be a change in your life you're more than ready for, but it just hasn't taken off yet. Maybe that's because you've been having to do a balancing act. You're maybe busy. You're balancing your sources of security. This can be balancing money. This can be balancing work at home. It can be balancing health and home. There's your balancing act. You're good at it. You're darn good at it. And you've probably done it for a while, and that's why you're good at it. But I feel so much, there's tension in this reading. Internal tension in this reading, but you're pulling it off. It's okay. Maybe nobody would even know there's internal tension if they didn't have your cards today. But the Empress is telling me it is going to be transformed into a good internal tension. It won't be internal forever. Something is getting ready to be birthed into your life that will be the next thing. Sometimes we feel the most bedeviled by a situation when it is time to move on to the next thing, and we're going to welcome that change because I feel like sometimes Spirit allows us to feel bedeviled by something because they know, or Source knows that something freeing is coming in for us soon. And then we'll just be all the more happy and eager to go ahead in a new change. Yeah. So it's interesting. There's interesting energies in your life right now, but you sure are, like I said, people on the outside might not even see it because there you are skillfully managing everything anyways, So that's really interesting. I do like the Empress there. All right. For those of you who chose the pink stone, we have the World. We have the 8 of Coins. We have the Ace of Cups. So the World is the heart of your reading. That is your major arcana. It's about success. It's about completion. It's about maybe there is some area of your life where you really are quite successful. You've really done a good job. Maybe it's been an area where you've been focusing, but now you're starting to feel like, okay, I've done a good job there and time to learn something new. That can be the Apprentice, where we're learning something new with this 8 of Coins, and boy are we being productive with it. We really are hitting our stride, and so that can be learning something new, or that can be your work. That can also be your work. You're being very productive today. You're just maybe in general you're being very productive. Maybe that's where the success is. I think people. And especially in this culture, it's never enough, right? The productivity, past or present, is never quite enough. We always want to produce more in the future. And that's just sometimes silly. I think sometimes Spirit wants us to say, oh my gosh, you don't even understand how much you're getting done now. You really are doing a good job. You really are. Don't put more pressure on yourself. So sometimes that can be that. We have the Ace of Cups. That is a peak emotional experience. So there can be emotion. It may be an emotional day or emotional time, but this is usually positive emotion that wants to come in. Spirit's trying to bring you a positive emotion, a feeling of well-being or joy or comfort. So I think this is saying you do have a success. You are a success. You are still learning and you're producing. I feel like maybe it's time to rest on your laurels some, and to be glad for what you have been doing and make room for good emotion. You don't have to be so so focused on producing that you don't have time to look and see what Spirit's bringing you for positive emotion, because you really have the world in your hands. So that's what that is. That's a good reading. For those of you who chose the olive green stone, we have the Fool, we have the 8 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups. So the Fool card is your new beginning coming in. That is beckoning you to be adventurous, to maybe take a leap of faith. It's bringing new energy in. It's feeling like, oh, there might, I just feel like this is the feeling like, oh my gosh, something new could be coming. And it may be a little bit anxiety provoking, but the Fool ends up getting the energy and the hopefulness to move forward. You may need, with this 8 of Cups, some time to reflect, to get you ready, to figure out what is this new beginning, this sense that maybe I need something new in my life. What is that? See, because we can have a lot of illusion with that, with the 7 of Cups. We can have confusion. We don't know always what the future brings. The 7 of Cups always comes up to tell us, anticipate the positives. Please don't anticipate the negatives, because this cloaked cup, where we don't know what's under that cloak, that can drive us a little crazy, where we're thinking like, oh no, what bad things could happen. This always comes up to say, don't think bad things are going to happen, think good things are going to happen. So you may need a little time today on your own to kind of think about, if a new beginning feels like it's beckoning, what would that be? And to engage your quiet and contemplative mind in that. Now, if that doesn't happen today, that can happen another day, but this is the energy that's over your time right now. So, but these are all good cards. There's no bad cards here. And this is sometimes just Spirit bringing in the energy to get you ready for something new. All right. Well, I thank you all so much. I hope you have a marvelous day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.